This week kicks off the European first leg semi-final games in the Champions League, Europa League and Europa Conference League. I'm not going to include the Europa Conference League in this video because it's a little bit of a tin pot competition, it's quite new, and it somewhat is important for Leicester if they reach the final, because I think Leicester fans wouldn't mind playing Europa League football, especially given 11 years ago they were playing League One football. So I think if Leicester reach the final, I'll do a video of a preview on that. But for now, I'm just going to focus on the Champions League and the Europa League. Starting off with Man City versus Real Madrid tonight. A very tasty affair. Man City back in the semi-final of the Champions League once more. And I think it's going to be a close game. Real Madrid, of course, they were... I think personally the second best team against Chelsea over two legs, especially in the second leg. But individual quality from Modric and Benzema got Real Madrid through, and a lucky VAR decisions, because I do not think it was a handball on Alonso at all. So I think while Real Madrid rely on individual brilliance such as Modric, Courtois and Benzema, Man City overall are the better team. They play with more fluidity, they'll have more possession. I think they'll inevitably score at least once over both legs. So, and given us as well that they showed so much defensive solidity away from home in Madrid against Atletico Madrid, I think Man City will get through both legs, and I think they're going to win the home leg. I'm going to say they win 3-1. Benzema to score first, though. Then the next game. In the Champions League, we have Liverpool at home against Villarreal. Villarreal, phenomenal story for them, winning the Europa League last season against Man United on penalties in the final, and they're now defeating the likes of Juventus and also Bayern Munich. Amazing story for them, but this time they're away from home in the first leg at Anfield on Wednesday, and Liverpool for me are just too strong. And there's just something about them in the Champions League that Liverpool just resonate with. And for that reason, I think Liverpool will win in the first leg. I think they're going to win 2-0 in the first leg. And in the second leg away from home, I think they'll do enough. I think they'll draw 1-1, and I think Liverpool will get through against Villarreal. And, Villarreal are missing key players, the likes of Moreno up front, big loss for them. And I think they've done a phenomenal job, but Liverpool are just a different team compared to Bayern Munich and Juventus this season. So I think both Man City and Liverpool will get through both their games, both their legs. Then in the Europa League, we have West Ham versus Frankfurt. What a phenomenal job David Moyes has done. It's crazy to think that 2 seasons ago, David Moyes was hired to help try and keep West Ham up in the Premier League. I think it was more than 2 years ago, actually. But anyway, when David Moyes came back for a second spell, West Ham was struggling in the Premier League, and now they're in the Europa League semi-final. Brilliant from them. I thought they were very unlucky to draw 1-1 in the first leg at home, but then away from home with numerous amount of injuries, with suspensions to the likes of Cresswell. Phenomenal job they did away from home in Lyon to win 3-0 and fully deserved to play Frankfurt in the semi-finals. Frankfurt, though, they're known amongst themselves to beat Barcelona away from home is a phenomenal effort from them, even though Barcelona have had their issues off the pitch. But nevertheless, these two teams now compete on Thursday. The first leg's at London Stadium, which I think will suit West Ham, given that West Ham had the first leg against Lyon, and then they had to go to Lyon in the second leg. But for me, I have a feeling West Ham are going to win. I think, despite their injuries, particularly in defence, I think they'll be too strong for Frankfurt, especially going forward. But I see goals. I see goals in both ties, and I think West Ham will edge it, though. I think West Ham are going to go through against Frankfurt. Let's say 4-3 over both legs. And then finally, Rangers are playing against RB Leipzig. A massive game for Rangers. They've had a fantastic season as well, given that Steven Gerrard left at the beginning of the season, for them to still be competing in the Scottish Premier League, for them to be in the Scottish Cup final, and for them to be in the Europa League semi-final. The fans will demand trophies, at least one, but it's still been a brilliant season for them, and they'll be hoping to get past RB Leipzig, who themselves like Frankfurt, are no mugs, and it'll be a very, very difficult tie for Rangers. And I just think RB Leipzig have shown throughout the Bundesliga this season, I'm not going to pretend I've watched loads of Bundesliga games, but in the table, Leipzig are doing quite well and are strong, certainly to at least finish in the top 4, if not higher. So I think Leipzig will be too strong for Rangers. So I think it'll be close because Rangers will battle hard and they'll put in 100% effort, of course, and be really up for both legs, especially the home leg. I can see a draw, perhaps, in the home leg, but I think Leipzig will win in Germany, which means I think Leipzig will go through. So I think it will be Man City Liverpool in the Champions League final, which will be so exciting, and then West Ham in the Europa League final against RB Leipzig in Seville. That's what I think is going to happen. Thank you for watching my predictions. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Thank you.